Good day, Lord and welcome back to Urtuk Desolation. Now, there was a quick comment on the channel. Someone wondered why I wasn't showing as many of the videos, or as many of the battles as I could. The reason I'm going to explain right now, the reason I tend to skip a lot of the early battles in Urtuk is twofold. One, a lot of the early battles just come down to raw stats rather than strategy and tactics. You can just beat the enemy by ganging up on them and just doing tons of damage. You don't need to use your abilities, you don't really need to use really great strategies or tactics to pull off victories. So it's more just, I don't want to show fights where it's just like obvious that we're going to win and it's just basically taking up time. The second thing, which is one of the few issues I have with Urtuk, is that a lot of the fights, especially when you get later onto the game, they really become time sinks. They can take like half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes to do, and I don't want a whole video just being a single fight because you will never get to the end of the game if that's the case. So I tend to edit out the fights where I think it's just going to be a relatively straight walkover. If they become difficult, I tend to then put them back in. If I think it's something become more challenging. But for right now, we just got to. I may put a few more fights in if I think they're going to be a bit difficult. But at this stage, the enemies aren't that much of a threat. They're relatively straightforward. They haven't got a lot of abilities or feats, so it is just how it is. So let's just go on a battle of scavengers. Right. Battle of Scavengers. The battlefield sees mercenaries preparing to repel a massive force of scavengers. The defenders are holding their positions waiting for the enemy to engage. Should we help them? Yes. Now this is probably going to be a really interesting fight. So let's look at what we're facing. Man, that's who? Okay, yeah. I'm not going to lie. That's a lot of enemies. How many range units do they have? 1, 2. They only got 3 range units though. That's not so bad. We also have a fairly strong location here. If we can hold this bottleneck, we should be okay. I mean, to be honest, we could try and rush this bottleneck, but the enemy's pretty close. We are going to have the fast speed turned on because, well, it'll take ages otherwise. They may try and sneak around here as well. So let's get everyone into a decent position. In these really big battles, it is going to be the thing where a lot of time will pass. That's why we've got it on the highest speed setting, because you can see up here we're getting up into the 21s. Yeah, it's like 21 plus for the turn orders. So let's start. Venturer, so glad you come. We are hired to eliminate these savages, but they might need some help. They've coming in massive force and will be hard for us to do the job alone. After the blood is left and the body's burned, we'll split the rewards. Okay. So, the enemy are going to come in here in force. Which is unfortunate for us. Like I said, we probably can't hold the huge amount of these guys, but we'll try our best. So let's get here. I mean, the problem is they're likely just going to try and smash through here, which isn't great. Let's... He's out of breath. I mean, I was hoping we'd be able to... Yeah, let's see if I can get another person here. There we go. We've blocked off this avenue of approach for them, so they can't get up. Yes, that should be actually a fairly decent position, and then we can bombard them from here. You're going to get here. You're going to stay back out of the way. I will throw lifesteal on you. I will also throw lifesteal on you. You're going to get down here and we'll rotate you out. Yeah, they're all going to focus their fire down on these guys, which is not great. Yeah, as you can see, they're pushing aggressively in this direction, which isn't great for me, per se. If I switch him out, he's going to take a lot of damage from people. I'd rather hold him here. And we'll start destroying their equipment. You're going to get up here, though. It's likely that the enemy are going to try and push in through this block of enemies here. So we've got to come up here and hold. And we need to stop them from flanking us. So you're going to take a long trip down. So they killed him. Thank you for shooting my own guy in the back. That was very useful. That's not great. They are starting to push up on the line. Right, so let's... Oh, we took one of them out at least. That's fine. You're a little bit hurt, but you can heal. How much mending do you have left? Not tons. So... hold here, please. We start hitting him. Take out some of the foes. Some of their morale is broken, which is useful. Unfortunately, there's actually not a good place that I can... Let's try and push him into the pit, which is fine. You can get up here and we'll put shield wall on because it's tight, confined spaces, so they won't be able to push this way. And we'll have to see what the enemy does. So he got taken out. Right. There's a lot of enemies. That was risky. I almost lost him there because of falling into that pit, which is not great. I should have kept an eye out for the rampages. Okay. With my health the way it is, I haven't got a lot of healing left to do with him. I'm going to put Aegis on him. I'm going to put Lifesteal on him. And then pull him back. Because he hasn't yet picked up his... he hasn't yet picked up his... Sorry. He hasn't yet picked up his actual proper healing ability. No charges within easy range, so let's just go there and stab. You can take him out. There's no one that we can really shoot from here, so we've got to pull him back here in case there's a target that comes in range that isn't. I can't actually shield bash this guy because I don't want him to disengage because he'll charge. So I'm just going to start stabbing them more than anything else. Yeah, his double attack hasn't gone online. Unfortunate. Yeah, he's now become injured. That was not something that I wanted. This is actually really quite bad. We can't do double attack on him. He's already got that. We'll do it with him. Throw last stand on the cleric in case the cleric needs to heal up quickly. That injury is actually pretty damaging. Injuries take a time to heal. So having him like that actually puts me in a bit of a tight bind. And that was all because of bad placement on my part. I'm going to have to push him here. and then knock him into it. But if I put him here, he may just come on and charge. But if he does, he'll have to... Yeah. The problem is I leave him here, we're in a really bad position. This is not great. I can't push anyway because, yeah, we're going to have to pull back and shield him. Yeah, this isn't fantastic. Yeah, we're out of healing now as well for him. And that guy's still rampaging. The problem is the AI is really heavily targeting this area. Yeah, the AI is really heavily trying to push, and our reserve units aren't getting into the fight quickly enough. We need to focus down some of their melee units. Right. He needs to come here and take him out. You can take him out. He's getting some healing back. We'll panic some of them. He can't take any more mending though outside of his like, well, he gains life when people dies. So give him that and then fall back. The spearman being injured is actually fairly bad. And the AI isn't helping, to be honest. We need to really sort of break this guy's armor. The charges are actually really dangerous early on. Right. And we'll give haste to him. You get here. You need to die. Right, so his health got healed up. Right. The pikeman getting knocked out is actually fairly bad luck for us. We don't have a ton of units, so losing one like that is actually fairly impactful. Right. We'll throw last stand on him, and we'll put that on him. You can go for the assassin, because the assassin needs to go because they're dangerous when it comes to flanking. Archer got in the way. You can get here, and then we'll shield, bash, and advance up, which will break some of their morale. Right, this is actually a fairly tight situation to be in. And there's a lot of sealed dudes. Not a lot I can do about that, unfortunately. I don't want to get flanked, this is the thing. If I move here, they'll flank me really easily. Yeah. It's not the best position to be in, unfortunately. So we just have to try and purge as many of them as we can. Right. throw our stand on him. We'll throw a haste on the knight, just so he guns higher up in the turn order, because knights tend to be quite slow. You're okay. Okay, who do you want to kill? Go for him. He panicked. It's not great. Go for him because his morale is broken, so we'll get a crit hit off against him. I want to take that archer out. Get here, and we'll go like that. Patience, which is always a nice one. It basically means that after waiting, the next attack will be a critical hit. Does not trigger a character has or a critical strike prepared. It's quite a nice early damage combo. It combos very well with certain abilities which require a crit to trigger. Right. Let's break through their armor nice and quickly. I'm going to smack him into the terrain, so he loses. Normally he would lose both turn speed and be stunned, but this time he got crit hits, so that's already happened. So he got mass killer, which is nice. Right. Rare silver plate. We've got another evolution stone. The special, yeah, we know what they do. And a nice amount of lyrium. He got injured though, which is actually fairly bad news. We get another bleeding critical, or we can get increased agility, range support. What are we looking at? He's about to absorb range support. I would like to get bleeding critical out of the way so it doesn't have any health penalties for him to have it. I'm still trying to figure out what these evolution stones do. This special mutator will upgrade one character's trait by 2 levels. If an appropriate trait is available and the character is equipped as mutator. Okay, so I want to try and experiment with this. So let's say we take... What's one that's a decent mutator that we have? Let's say we take Monster Hard. What exactly does it do? This special mutator will upgrade one character's trait by 2 levels, if appropriate trait is available. So it's boosting this up, I take it. I do not understand. I suppose it's boosting up the trait of the monster, it's giving more health. Because you can see it goes straight up. Oh, and the character's traits by 2 levels. Okay. No, we get one character's trait. Special mutator will upgrade one character trait by 2 levels if an appropriate trait is available. Okay. So sorry, my mistake. Have a character select. Okay, I've written out. Yeah, so my brain is not working properly. It's an upgrade. The mutations. I thought it upgraded the mutations. Upgraded the extra characters' levels. Good to know. Okay. So they leveled up. So more damage. Definitely more health. You need to have a touch more health, please, and you need to have, well, continued damage. To be honest. Next time we'll get their focus up. His focus is dropping, So a point in there to keep it at 100%. Health is okay, but we need to boost air damage up. So that's fine. So I haven't really seen those before, so I was a bit confused. Mass killing. Okay, so he gets the mass killing trait. Gains speed for killing stuff. That's useful. Increased agility for extra stamina would actually be pretty nice. Bleeding crit would be nice as well. They're going to get really one though. That would be nice, but I don't have a lot of them, so I'm going to grab. I'll extract that, and I'll extract the cheat one. The two cheat ones. Then we can combine them so they haven't got as much of a penalty, which is good. So he can have that. It takes a little bit off his health, but range support is always nice. And I knew there was someone around here that had a agility increasing one, or was that my imagination? Unfortunately, that was apparently my imagination, which is not great. Right. That's... oh no. Oh no. There's 3 of them. Prepare to fight. Yeah, this is going to be annoying. So what are we exactly looking at? No named monsters, which is okay. But the more we save this guy, the better. Because they'll start killing them. He's injured, which is not fantastic, so we have to be careful with him. More than anything else, though, we need to kill this thing here quickly. And in that respect, one of these guys is a monster slayer. Which one? Yeah, strong versus monsters. So, that something like this is not the best combination, but we have to be quick about it. More meats. Okay. Thing is, if we go up there and attack, we'll get poisoned, which will suck, but it's the quickest. Well, actually, we can't attack it. That is really unfortunate. Let's get up here. Well, we got rid of that quickly done anyway, which is nice and solid. Lifesteal, and you can push up. You're injured, so we have to be careful, because if you die again, you'll die permanently. Right, you're going to basically push out towards him, as are you. We'll try and push you down onto low ground. Maybe I'll send him around here. Okay, you stay there, and you can push up. That's fine with me, mate. You want to get me in melee range? Just fine with me. You're okay where you are. You're going to move up. Okay, let's see what the monster does. It's unfortunate he's not actually my monster expert, he's my monster slaying expert, which is fine. A couple of solid hits. As I said, there's not a lot of tactic to these small fights. You can just go up there and kill them, really, without really needing a ton of strategy. We've got some rare steel javelins, though. A bit of flesh. Increases concentration by 7, which is really good. Max HP, though. Aren't we working on thick skin? Yeah. We only have enough for one, unfortunately, unless we destroy something and get both. Both of those are actually really nice. I'm going to get rid of Lightfoot. More Blood Drinker. This is the hard choice. We could get Improviser, it's always nice, but I haven't got a lot of those yet. I'll get rid of Lightfoot. They turn up fairly common on this level, and I really want to get Stalwart's are also really good, but I really want to get the Mind Thinker, and I really want to get the Fixed Skin. Partly so we can upgrade that, so it's only a -3, but also Mind Thinker's really good for having for Urtuk, or any kind of healer in general, because it gets his focus abilities up really quickly. Right. So we want him. He's absorbing the monster heart at a nice fair chunk. He can only ever have one thing though, so when he gets that, that's the only one he's going to be able to absorb. I will give him the monster heart though. You're leveled up, so swap is okay. It doesn't take any stamina to do that. Shield bash, shield boost, shield ally is something that we do need to work on with you because you do absorb a lot of hits. Damage is okay. It's not great. I got a slightly better sword. That's about it for you. Rare steel javelins. No, they're the same as the ones we've already got, so not that useful. And you've got plate armor with agility +6, and that's just more, a lot more defense. You don't need it right now. We can scrap that. What stats do we want to improve? I'm going to give the evolutionary stone to you, and probably give the evolutionary stone to someone who's slightly low level, which is probably him. I know it sounds strange. He absorbed the monster's heart. Once absorbed, final trait levels depend on the current level of your equipped mutator. You'll be a prompt to accept or risk it. Okay. Urtuk Priest has formed an attachment to the mutated monster heart. If he continues to use it for 10 more battles, who have option to absorb the mutation. Upon absorption, the final trait level depends on the current level of the equipped mutator. You will be prompted to accept or reject the absorption. His mutated level is about to be absorbed. Yeah. Has formed an attachment to blood criticals. If he continues to use it for 11 battles, he will get option to absorb it. Lightfoot is now a permanent effect. So yeah, so now he's absorbed that effect. Lightfoot. He still has 2 slots open to him, but now he permanently has the Lightfoot ability locked in, which is always very nice. Shield ally. Right. I mean, personally, I'd rather give him, like, he's hurt. I'm going to heal him. When injured characters fall to battle, he dies. When existing injury is left untreated for a long time, they will also die. Yes, we've got to heal that. It will take 4 days. Give a mission. No valid traits he can upgrade, right? Maybe it's does not have any valid traits to evolve. So how does this work exactly? So he can't use that at all because he's the mission leader. So am I reading this wrong somehow? The special mutator will upgrade 1 character's trait, which are these, by 2 levels. Although these are traits here. The special mutator will upgrade 1 character's trait by 2 levels if an appropriate trait is available. Have a character equip this mutator and from his mission select Evolve Stone. 1 day later, the Evolve Stone will be destroyed and you will be prompted to select a trait to upgrade. I mean, is it like this? No. Okay. I'm just a bit confused then what these are used for. Maybe I'm just reading it wrong, or someone can explain to me in the comment section, because these weren't really a thing in the game that I used that much when I haven't played Urtuk for a while, and I think this is something that's come along after the full release. Right. Mind Thinker, agility does good, but we need to get them higher level. Coming along okay. He has that, which is nice. Right. Everything's nice, everything's fine. And we were heading down here to take out this village to get some more supplies. Treasure hunter ambush. Let's see what we have. Is this going to be one of those wave attacks? These are quite like... Actually, it doesn't look like a wave attack. Unless more... Oh no, I know what this fight is. Basically what happens is that it's basically the wave attack situation, but it's different from when they sort of turn up on the edge. They sort of start deployed and then more reinforcements turn up, so it can be a bit of a drawn out fight. From the looks of it, the only person we have to be sort of worried about this early on in the game is this guy here because of his push attack. The rest is fairly straightforward to beat. So like I said, I'm going to just quickly cut out this, not cut out this fight, but we'll skip to a point in the fight where I think we should jump back in if it's getting interesting. I'll see you guys in a second. And we're back, folks. As I said, I jumped back if something interesting happened in the fight. Well, it has happened, which is basically an elite our first elite enemy has turned up. Let's see what he has. He's got Protector, Preparation, Shield Weeder, Taunt, Mind of a Genius. Okay, so let's see what he has. He's got Shield Wielder stops 95% chance of arrows targeting friendly units behind him. That's nasty. Increased concentration, which means that his shield ally ability will increase quicker. Got Taunt, that's an overfocus, which is always annoying. Preparation on melee normal attacks. He gets a retaliation buff. He gets first strike, enemy moves, strike, hit on the first attack. Okay, so he's a pretty annoying one and a protector at that. So we can't allow him to ally up with other units. So we do actually have to turn around and face him fairly quickly. You need to kill him off quickly. And you're going to go down here and deal with the elite trooper. And I didn't mean to do that. You're going to get up here. Okay. That's fine. You can continue to bomb him, please. We'll pin him there. We smashed him into this unit, which gave him retaliation because of the critical hit. You're going to come down here and just help deal with this, because this is going to be really nasty. I don't even think we can basically punching him off ledges or anything either. Yeah, and this arch unit is really out of our range. You've got to go after the archer. Well, adjacent enemies are taunted to attack target. Target is receiving. Okay, that's fine. Continue to take care of him because we can't. I was going to say because we can't afford to have him. Let's bash into the pit. He's an elite enemy. He didn't have the stalwart ability, which is fine. You're going to go up there and assist. You're going to kill him off. Final wave has turned up. Was that what he said? Oh no. He was panicking because someone had died. I should have really stuck the taunt ability on this guy up here so he wouldn't leave. But it's okay, we managed to kill some of them off at least. Let's rotate him out, please. Continue to attack from the high ground. Right. You're okay where you are. I'm going to taunt him so he attacks my guy. Okay. We're victorious and the backup wave hadn't even arrived yet. Right. I really want to know what these evolutionary stones do. Please, someone explain it in the comment section. Because I have no idea. Rare silver axe. And a medicine, which is really nice. I want to have that. Let's see what we have still going on with my guys. Right, okay. I want that. That's really nice to have. I also want that to get rid of the penalties that my guy's suffering from. But to get it, we'll have to sacrifice something big. Probably one of these evolution stones, though I don't really want to, because I don't know what they do. So let's combine that. Get it down to 3, which is really useful to have. Because then I can give him this, which will give him the double focus ability on himself, which is always very nice to get. If we destroyed this, what would you get? Bleeding critical, maybe. Poison critical is nice. Probably just that. And to be honest, I don't want to get rid of the. It's not worth getting rid of the 3% health benefit penalty. So 3% health penalty just because we. Sorry, I got the wrong way around. It's not worth getting rid of an item that might be really powerful just for a 3% health penalty. Right, range support. We're gonna accept it. And yeah, he absorbed the range support, which is always very nice. So with range support absorbed, let's see, is that what you do with that? I don't understand what this does. I really don't. I don't know if I'm just being stupid or what. So please, point out if that's the case. Now that's more damage, but that has more armor shatter, and the poison crits are nice. I'll get rid of this for now and get a bit of money in the bank. Right, that's done. Fairly straightforward encounters. And I am going to hit this settlement, but there's someone here as well, which is always nasty. Yeah, it's the Beast faction. Oh, that's just horrifyingly bad. Well, they've got no range units. Okay, let's think about this logically. They've got no range units. They've got these guys which are pretty horrifying on their own. Well, they got... Okay, I repeat. So I take back. They have one range unit here. I didn't see that guy. They have these ones here who are pretty much separated off from the rest of the pack. But to get up here, we are going to have to take... Yeah, this is going to be like a nasty fight. I mean, the only thing... It's going to take us a couple... We could raise the terrain here, but it would take a lot of couple of turns to do it. Deploy here and push around this way and grab the hostages. It's not the best map, to be honest. I mean, you could put him here and then run him up here and take these guys away from the task. We'd get the bonuses for having them. We'd still have to contend with these guys pressing us, though, which really isn't great. No, it's not worth risking, especially since he's injured. And I don't want to have my healer and I really... this is just a bad map. I'm not going to lie, it's a straight up bad map. Please help us, adventurers. Okay. So this is the only way up. Gonna move him here just to provide a little bit of support. Man, like, this isn't good. I'm not going to lie. There's actually a fairly nasty map to be on because that guy's got like really nasty range and he'll poison us if we're not careful. So we need to clear. We need to clear this danger zone and get into open terrain as quickly as possible. I mean, I could move here, boost that terrain up so we'd have a height advantage. That blocks that off. I didn't think that through. Dagnabbit. It's not great. I think I messed up my plan of attack. This isn't great. They've got to have us bottlenecked. Fortunately, he's got enough stamina to pull it off. That is unfortunate, though. Yeah, like we probably won't get any benefit bonuses from this. And you need to clear the line. Because I need to get him up here. These guys are probably going to die. There's nothing we can really do about it, unfortunately, which sucks. Shield ally, please. Yeah, him getting poisoned is actually pretty bad. Who do you want to hit? They can't be pushed, unfortunately. I have corrosion effect on the armor. That's not great. Yeah. And we want to put boost him. Yeah, he's got stalwart, so we can't push. Keep running him down here. He's dead. We need to get rid of this guy's armor. This guy needs to die before any more reinforcements turn up. That was unfortunate. You can continue running down here, please. Right. Yeah, he's dead. We'll save one of them. He's taking acid damage and poison damage and a ton of other things to turn. Which isn't great. Got to raise that up so we block off that approach. You're going to get down here. And we'll take care of him. You're in the situation now where you're stuck, which is unfortunate, but we can work with it. Oh, I forgot he had the stupid acid splash ability, which gives poison and all other kinds of horrible things. So yeah, they're gonna go after my healer, which is fine. No, I wanted lifesteal. Okay, lifesteal isn't gonna work. Okay. You're okay for now. You're gonna get up there and attack my dude, which is not great. Range support is fine. Big guy's turning up. You can take out him. And then... Wait, what's the problem? Cannot lower terrain. Oh, because there's someone there on it. Okay, fine. Joggers keep running away. Big guy's gonna keep chase, but we're okay. And we can finish him off. Right, capture the site. We've saved 1 or 2 villages, we've got a little bit of extra essence, nothing outstanding. Right. Vigorous on critical hits, regain life regeneration 50%. That's actually really nice to have. Stalwart is really nice to have. So I will grab that. And I will grab... Recovery on criticals is nice. But increased concentration is really good to have for a cleric. Well, priest, technically. Sorry, not cleric. So yeah, get that stacked up. The more we can get him to have Mind Thinker, the better, because then he will have really lovely focus gain. He leveled up, so what do we want? He's going to be our primary anti-monster unit, so keep his focus regain high, and we'll go extra damage. That's fine. Mission complete. Rare silver staff. Your head is wanted. Scouts reported a group of bounty hunters been sent from southwest of this zone to eradicate you. You have 13 days. Okay, so the bounty hunters are after us. That's not great. Rare silver staff is useful. He's leveled up. So he's a vampire, so it's okay. Okay, so what do we want to give him? All his attacks take a lot of stamina. Like a ton of stamina. But what I will do is put 2 points into his agility right now, so we can do his basic attack twice, which is useful. And then we'll boost up his vitality. So he doesn't do a ton of damage, but he'll get 2 basic attacks off, which is useful. Does this work for him? Oh yeah, it does. Prepare for evolution. Let's see what it does. It'll take 1 day. I just want to see what it does. I never used that before, so I want to see which trait it basically improves. We're going to search the sites. We send into darkness and dusty tunnels beneath the village. The farmer suggests a great treasure. Unseal. Enter to the tunnel, you suddenly hear the outraged screams. It's the vampires. They're everywhere, scrambling in every direction. We can expect to encounter them very often now. Inquire a lot of flesh. We now see vampires in every battle until the calamity is over. Okay, that's fine. So let's go back here. With rare silver javelins. Excellent. Argyle's evolution. Argyle's ready to evolve one of his traits. Choose a trait to upgrade. Feast. When an enemy dies, heal 27% of your max HP every 2 turns. Current level 4. Upgrade after 2 levels. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So he had his feast leveled up. That's interesting. I'll have to... so how does that work differently to, say, this guy? Like, doesn't he have anything that he can... Maybe he just hasn't absorbed anything that you can take to higher level yet. I would have thought that something like Lightfoot... Maybe it's one of the items. Maybe it's one of the items that has percentages. Like, for example, Vigorous, which will basically, if I have Vigorous equipped and have that because it has a stat increase, rather than just being it straight up. Maybe the issue I'm having is that, for example, with the, like, if I had, was it here, Light-footed, all it did was it didn't have any more levels it could increase by. It was just a flat health increase with a normal trait. So maybe this only works for items, for mutators that have stuff like health regeneration or other benefits. So if I took, say, the poison critical one, or this, like, if this had increased, like, poison damage as well as health increase, it would be that the poison, like the bleeding damage increase would increase more. That's interesting. So that's how they work then, is it? Yeah, good to know. Silver javelins, very nice. Yeah, you can have the silver javelins. We'll trash the silver... Actually, no, we won't trash the silver staff. He can have the silver staff, and we'll get rid of that. He needs to... I'm going to send him on a mission to train. Yeah, we're going to train him. He hasn't got a great weapon. I will create some 1 point of medicine, so I still need to feed the vampire. So with that done, we could push up here and take Ander the Judge, some mammoth monstrosity lumps to the distance, going about its business. In the vicinity of the legendary Death Stone is possessing that artifact worth a deadly risk. That could be something we wanted to do. But we have bounty hunters now chasing us all the way down here. Ooh, that's not great. So we need to take over either like a village or somewhere to hold, which would be useful, or something else. Also, vampires will be turning up, so we have to be careful about vampires. But that's all for next time, folks. This has been Urtuk Desolation, and I've been Cornish-knight, and I shall see you all again next time. Goodbye.